안녕하세요. JohnsonEnglish. Hello, it's Mr. John. So when you are learning English or a second language, or learning many things for that matter, is it better to be the tortoise or the hare? The turtle or the rabbit? You know the story, right? They're racing. Who's going to get there first? And the rabbit goes fast, but he takes a nap. And the turtle, who keeps going at a steady pace, passes him and wins. So should we be the turtle or the rabbit when we study English? Some people want to study hard and study fast. But then like the rabbit, we need a break. And then some people, they've got the marathon spirit. I often say learning English is more like a marathon, not a sprint. We have to have the endurance and keep going for a long time. But I'm here to tell you, you don't want to be either of those animals. What should we be? Let's be the mockingbird. The mockingbird, let me tell you about the mockingbird. The mockingbird can fly, of course, so he's above the race, right? Be above it. Don't even be in the race. Just watch the people race down below, right? You're not in the race. You don't need to do that. What does the mockingbird do? It mocks. Well, it mimics. It copies the sounds of other birds, insects, and frogs. So, that's what you should be doing. Like the mockingbird, listen to the native speakers, right? Get around people who speak that language and copy them. Copy how they say it, right? It's not just learning the grammar and the words from these books and studying really, really hard. So you can have the words, but you're not going to say them like the native speakers. So you want to listen to native speakers and copy them, right? How do you sound like a native speaker? By copying the native speaker, right? But the important thing is the mockingbird is listening to the sounds and copying those sounds, right? From the native speakers, right, of those languages, right? Copying from the bird that speaks that language. Right? Important tip. So, are we a rabbit or a turtle in the race to see who can learn English the fastest? Or who can do this the fastest? No, we're not in a race. Okay, we are mockingbirds. Culture is so important when learning the language. How many people have that experience, right, where they learn something from the book about English, and Americans don't say that, Canadians don't say that, English people don't say that. You gotta pick up the culture. So it's not just about grammar and words and these skills. You got language. Language is organic. Language is alive. Language is not like just some book. Language is a living thing that changes, right? It changes and it grows and it's just added together piece by piece. It's like a building made by kindergartners, right? They take all the blocks and they just put it all together kind of randomly. A lot of language is like that. And that's why one big thing I do is teaching idioms, right? 영어 관용구. Why? Because idioms reflect the culture and the environment and the history of native speakers. So we have a lot of baseball or sports idioms in America. Why? Because sports is a big part of our culture. So many of those phrases we have are a part of our culture. So the other thing that's important as a mockingbird is to get around the natives, get around the native speaker and learn the culture, right? You got to learn the culture so you can learn the language. You learn the language so you can learn the culture. They're very connected. Very connected. Culture might be more important than grammar. Whoa, I said it. I know, big shock for a lot of people out there, right? Grammar is important, but more important, culture, right? Then a lot of times, if you know culture, you don't have to say a lot and we understand each other. So children, like the mockingbird, they can pick up and mimic mom and dad. They can pick up and mimic the others around them by catching the cultural things and by catching the sound. So it's not just about winning the race and getting all this grammar done first. So instead of being the turtle or the rabbit, get out of the race and fly above it. Be the mockingbird, get around native speakers, get in the experience, and mimic them, copy them. Thank you. I hope this was beneficial to you. If it was, please leave a like down below and share with a friend. Thank you.